Yo guys, what is going on? NumbNexus here, bringing you guys a little different video today that I want to talk about. They brought out this about a few days ago and I really have not stopped to look at it till now, or not now, till like last night. So they are they're working on the tiers at the moment. We were supposed to have them around end of the month of December, but then again we're supposed to have Pokebank. Where is that? I don't know, but first off, I gotta point out though that yes, there are some legendaries that are gonna be inside of OU, and there's a bunch of new people playing competitive in 6th gen. That's great. I'm really happy there's a lot of new people, but you have to realize that these Pokemon are in these tiers. I know you don't want to play by Smogon rules, but most of them are self-explanatory. For example, Mega Kangaskhan had to go. Smogon put him in Ubers. Now if you want to use them in any other tier, then my god, go ahead. But please, if you can find a battle with someone who's allowing you to use that, they are a fool, because Mega Kangaskhan is way too broken. I had to point that out. For example, Mega Kangaskhan needed to go. Use it in any tier below, I guarantee you'll find no battle at all. And if you use a Latios, I guarantee you will find as many battles as you want. If a person declines you for using Latios, that's okay. That's okay. Latios is OU. I know you don't want to play by Smogon tiers, but a lot of people have been for 5 generations, and well, I mean technically 2. The competitive didn't start till like 4th gen. There's some people playing it below that, but you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like 2 generations straight we've been playing them, and there's been like remakes. Diamond Pearl, Heart Gold Soul Silver, Black White, Black 2 White 2. You've been doing this for quite a while, so if you're new, please don't be mad, calm down. It's how it's been going for a long time. No one really complained because they found ways to get them. For example, Latios, Tyranitar gets it, Bob, you know? So enough about that. We're gonna talk about this tier list, and we're gonna talk about the done Pokemon. But what they stand for, quality control, means that they have already been tested. They're not just waiting for approval on what they're gonna be, if they should stay or drop. Copy editing means that they made some bit of typo, so they're working on that. Done means confirmed, and WIP means a work in progress. They have yet to touch it yet, and they are doing that at the moment. So we're going to talk about Mawile. Mawile was very, very, very expected. We knew Mawile was going to become the new Scizor this generation, and Mawile is it as bulky? It's around there, but Mawile is just a destructive powerhouse, and it runs my EV spread. A lot of people just run max HP, max attack. I run around 100 HP and the rest in speed, just to outspeed a few things to hit a player if a little better. But this is a reason why they give you a moveset as to the reason why it should be in its tier and why that is powerful. Most of them are just very common movesets. So this set right here, the setup sweeper, very, very, very common. The Swords Dance, Fire Fang, Sucker Punch, and Play Rough. Some people carry Iron Head over Fire Fang, but it is I know I said Fire Dance, but it's okay. That's a reason why Mawile is here. Mawile speaks for himself. Mawile is a powerhouse. Now the next one we're gonna talk about is Latios. Latios was he was an OU last generation, and he was in Ubers in 4th generation. So because I'm pretty sure they allowed the Soul Dew to be used on him in 4th generation, so then I think they banned that eventually. But this is a huge reason. Latios gets defog in his generation, and that is a huge reason to keep him in OU. They did suspect him into UU, which I don't know what they were thinking, Smogon. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Pokemon that once used to be Ubers dropped into UU? Let's calm down. But he's a very powerful special sweeper. Very, very, very powerful. I like to run a Choice Spec set or Choice Scarf. I like to choice them sometimes. Even Dragon Dance for physical. His physical attack is not that bad, but he's a very good special attacker. He gets defog in this generation, which you guys are not aware yet. It removes all hazards from my side and your side. Any kind of hazard, anything. Leech Seed, Stealth Rock. It's basically like Now I don't think it removes Leech Seed. That's only Rapid Spin does that. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But he did get a new weakness, Fairy types, but he can learn Thunderbolt. So I guess that takes care of Azumarill and Togekiss, probably the only fairies in OU that are non-megas. I don't know if Clefable's going to be in OU or Gardevoir, but I don't think they are. They're probably UU material. But this is the reason why he's OU. you're probably going to be seeing this set a lot, but you'll most likely be seeing Surfroost, Psyshock, and Draco with Life Orb rather than any of the suggested moves that any other people want to run. So that is Latios for you in a nutshell. Next up we have Krookodile. Okay, I didn't expect Krookodile at all, to be honest. I guess it's because he is very, very bulky. The defensive set is now becoming a thing. And as you can see, Shofu is the first person that started this set. So if you want to give credit, give it all to Shofu. But the support Krookodile is really becoming a thing. That is really becoming a thing. It is, me and my buddies tried it as soon as we saw Shofu try it. And it just does it takes hits really, really good. It takes hits really good. Knockoff was given a boost from 15 base power to now 65 with stab. You have to add on the stab damage plus add on the item holding damage, and then they drop it. That is powerful. With the EQ Taunt and Stealth Rock, that is a very good set. I have seen Impish Intimidate Krookodile do a lot of work, and it's very powerful. So I honestly could see him be an OU just because of that reason, but at the same time, Infernape is a thing, as well as Terrakion and Keldeo, as well as fairy types like Azumarill, which wall it each and every way. So I don't know what they were thinking. He's probably gonna drop back down to UU, if anything, BL, if they want to keep him that high in OU. So there's Krookodile for you in a nutshell. Sharpedo now. Sharpedo is a very fast Pokemon, very powerful. He's Cleaner. That's not bad at all. I love clean. I love being clean. They named him Cleaner. That is great. But Sharpedo's main set, forget about the Aqua Jet. No one really runs Aqua Jet. Protect, Waterfall, Crunch, and they gave him Destiny Bond in his generation, which is very, very useful and versatile. But the last one is out of these two of the boost. So Sharpedo, I don't know what they were thinking. They gave him a new weakness, Fairy. He can't touch fairies alone himself too. If you can look at his moveset, he gets walled by any fairy type out there. Or he doesn't get walled by any fairy type. Waterfall does damage to them, but to an Azumarill. When I usually talk about fairy types, I'm talking about Azumarill or Mawile. And they wall him, but he can learn Crunch, which is neutral. And, or it's not neutral, it's not very effective. God, I thought for a minute that it was a Psychic type. Curse me. But, yeah, Azumarill walls this thing in each and every way. I bring up Azumarill because I think it's one of the best fairy types after Xerneas. But, yeah, this thing is very fast, very powerful. I actually could see him be an OU just for a little bit, then dropping him down. Because he does have a Stab, Crunch, and Stab knockoff. I don't know if he can learn knockoff, but he gets speed boost, so he's like the Blaziken, but a water form. And Blaziken is really frail. Sharpedo is really frail himself, so Sharpedo in a nutshell. And we are chilling at 7 minutes. Alright, so now we have Snorlax. I don't know why Snorlax is here, but I have to stop and think about the move pool they gave him. Assault Vest, that's not bad. I never stopped to think about that. Assault Vest Snorlax, that is not bad. I'm gonna do a showdown live of that next. Assault Vest Snorlax is a monster. That is not bad. I had to stop and think. I was sitting here, why? Then I looked at the moveset, damn. There's some creative ass people out there. Assault Vest is an item that boosts your special defense pretty high. I think by like 50%. I'm not sure how much it boosted by. But he's got a Stab, Body Slam, EQ, Fire Punch, and Self-Destruct. Now that would be really freaking good. That'd be really freaking good because the powerhouse of, oh my lord, I never stopped to think about it. That's creative as hell. Snorlax is a very specially defensive Pokemon. If anything, he's very special. He's probably a very used special wall in UU. Not sure if he's really used a lot. My UU knowledge is kind of small, but I don't think he was used that much. But he was a special wall, and he was a very good special wall with the Whirlwind, Rest Talk, Body Slam, and now they have a Soul Vest for him. I understand his reasoning why Smogon would want to put him. You know, you see, you have to really dig deep into the reasons. Smogon sometimes has some reasonings, and the reasonings might not make sense, but if you look deep into it, it makes sense. Like Snorlax, I was confused about that, and now I know. But like Kyurem Black and Keldeo and UU, there's no reason for that, no. There is no reason for that. Just because I get a fairy weakness? Smogon, no. But that's a really good set. If you guys want to try it, it's right there. That is ridiculous. Go ahead, Smogon, make him OU. That's not bad at all. We have Gastrodon now. Gastrodon was already OU, so it's already expected. I kind of expected him just to stay. It's a very standard Gastrodon set. Don't need to talk about him that much. It's just a regular Gastrodon, you know, the one they see every day. So that's fine. Cloyster was already OU as well. We're gonna talk about Weavile. I cannot skip Weavile. Why? I mean, I know he gets knockoff, but I know they gave him knockoff and Icicle Crash this generation, but Weavile is really frail, weak to rocks, and a bunch of OU Pokemon destroy him. I don't know why he would. I mean, he gets walled by fairy Pokemon too. So I don't know why, when I say fairy Pokemon, I mean Azumarill. Think about that. I probably should be more specific about that. He gets walled by Azumarill, which is a very powerful Pokemon, much stronger in this generation than last generation. I don't know what they were thinking of adding him in. This is a suggested move pool: Jolly, Low Kick, Knockoff, Ice Shard, and Pursuit. I mean, I guess it works. Unlike Latios, he does outspeed Latios, 383 max speed, so I guess here's the reasoning why: because he can trap Pokemon like Gengar, Latios, Celebi, Starmie. I guess it works. Yeah, you can trap in those big OU threats. You can even get Garchomp and Lando and Noivern. He's a very fast person, and he does outspeed all three of them, though Choice Scarf Garchomp is a thing. Then again, it says Ice Shard for this main one, and Knockoff is at Ice Punch. So, I mean, I guess I could see a reasoning. It's understandable, but you would have to really carry a Rapid Spinner anytime you want to use one. So, I mean, I guess he could be OU, I guess. I don't like him being OU. I kind of like him being UU, but, you know, I guess that's the reasoning. Cloyster, we already know. We don't need to even talk about this. Shell Smash set, very, very common. Noivern. Okay, let's talk about Noivern. Noivern, I don't know why he's OU. I know the Choice Spec set is very good. I know he's got Infiltrator, and I know he's bloody fast. I just don't know why he's here. So the usage tip is it shows Noivern primarily being a revenge killer. Okay, I understand that, revenge killer. So usually revenge killing means when a Pokemon dies, you send it in to kill that Pokemon to kill the Pokemon that died. You know, getting revenge basically. So, I mean, I guess it works, but what if, I mean, there's a Mamoswine. Mamoswine is a very common Pokemon, and Scarf Keldeo was Icy Wind. I mean, with Scarf Keldeo's Hidden Power Ice is very common, and now Cloyster and Weavile, Ice Shard, Choice Band Scizor one-shots you with Bullet Punch. Yeah, I don't think they have much to back this up with. I would, there's a Life Orb set as well. I don't think there's much to back it up with. They say that he really gets, he can come in on EQ, okay, and he takes out Steel and Fairy types respectively because of the Flamethrower. What the hell? Scizor, oh, they're talking about Scizor being an exceptional teammate. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? Yeah, but Noivern should not be OU. Noivern is really frail. He's like a glass cannon. He needs to be UU. I could see him being UU. Alright, Agron. Agron, we already expected you because we're talking about Mega Agron, and the defensive Mega Agron is very good. Him having the ability, what was it? Forget his ability. He had that ability, Filter. Okay, Filter. Why are they talking about Sturdy when he Mega Evolves and his Mega ability is Filter? I guess, Smogon didn't really think that one through because the ability changes when they Mega Evolve, so, I mean, Alright, so who's next? Slowbro. Okay, another one jumping up from a tier that he should not be in. Alright, let's talk about this. Slowbro, I could see being OU, but at the same time, he was used in OU a lot last generation in Sand Teams. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, he comes in, let's see right here, he comes in on Ice Beam, Specs Ice Beam from Noivern, the Wyvern Pokemon. Okay, that's fine. I guess that's fine. But Slowbro, I guess he's a really good physical tank. He has Regenerator as well, which really makes him a very powerful Pokemon. And Slowbro is just really good Toxic Solar as well. He comes in on Terrakion and Azumarill, but Azumarill really is a big threat in this generation, so I can see as to why they would make him OU. He can stop Azumarill, and he's one of the few Pokemon that can, as well as Venusaur and Tentacruel. Now, Slowbro is also there to deal damage, okay, to deal chip damage, to wear down physical attackers and make contact with Slowbro. Alright, that's pretty good. A Rocky Helmet Slowbro, he can do damage, and he does get Regenerators, so he doesn't really need lefties. So I can see that, I really can, but again, my big reasoning as to why Slowbro should not be OU is because of Knockoff. Knockoff was given a huge boost from the Stab Dark Pokemon. If it's from a Dark Pokemon, Stab, as well as Slowbro holding the item. Even a physical wall would not appreciate that. I've seen a Knockoff from a Bisharp, and that does 65% to defensive Slowbro, so that is just crazy. That is crazy. But again, I can understand it. You have to really dig deep again to understand why they're making this Skarmory. We don't even need to talk about you already, OU. Mandabuzz. I like you, Mandabuzz. Mandabuzz is given a new ability in this generation, and that is Defog. Defog, I already pointed out, it's an ability that gets rid of all the hazards. Nice icon. But I like Mandabuzz, I do, and I can't see him being OU. Mandabuzz is very bulky. What's gonna really catch you guys off guard is he used to be NU, the bottom of the bottom. They dropped him from RU to NU, and no one could really take him out in NU. You would have to run like Spec Selectabuzz to take this man out and get the hazards up. But now that he has Defog and Foul Play, he's already had Foul Play, but now that, I mean, no one has really touched the Mandabuzz. I love to use Mandabuzz all the time in RU when he was RU, but no one really touched or remembered the existence of Mandabuzz until this generation, which is a little weird. The people that played competitive last generation in NU knew about Mandabuzz, but this generation, people are like, oh man, is that a new Pokemon? I don't know. But he's really good. Mandabuzz is really good. He's an exceptionally really good physical wall. Pretty sure they have a special defensive set, don't they? Because I know he can be a special wall as well. But he's very good at taking special hits. You can bring him in on physical attackers and bam, foul play them and bam. He's really good. He's a really good Aegislash counter, a very good Aegislash counter. And because Aegislash should have special moves as well, like Flash Cannon, which Mandabuzz resists, as well as Shadow Ball, which Mandabuzz resists. And the only thing that an Aegislash can do to a Mandabuzz is set up a Swords Dance and Sacred Sword, but you would have to you have to live the foul play, and I'd love to see you live a foul play from Mandabuzz stab after you put up that Sword Dance. But Mandabuzz I can understand. Cresselia I could understand this 100%. Now if they made Cresselia a fairy type, oh, he'd be gone. But if you guys are not aware, Cresselia used to be BL, which is the tier that Kyurem and Staraptor and Meloetta, or not Meloetta, Gothitelle are in. And it's Pokemon basically. BL's borderline, basically the too good to be in UU but not good enough to be in OU. So it's in between borderline, therefore borderline. But it's a very common defensive set with Moonlight, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Toxic. Mainly just a staller. It's a very stall Pokemon, very bulky, surprisingly bulky. You could even put on Assault Vest, make it bold, and just run an all-out offensive Pokemon. It's really good. It really just comes in. It comes in mainly on it comes in as it walls powerful physical attackers such as Garchomp, Terrakion, and Landorus T. Okay, that's fine. If you guys have not played 5th Gen competitive, you might not be knowing what I'm talking about. So let's talk about this. If you want to run a more specialty side, it can come in on Mega Charizard Y, and it can also take on Mega Charizard Y. It can T-Wave a lot of specialty sweepers. And the two biggest threats, it says right here, two biggest threats to Cresselia are Heatran and Tyranitar because they wall it in each and every way. And Heatran can just go for the Lava Plume. It can't be toxic, so you can go for the Lava Plume and wear that down and keep roaring him out. Or Tyranitar really just takes him out with the crunch. So it's not really appreciated from Cresselia. But we got a Mungus here. I don't want to ramble on too long. We have 18 minutes. Okay. Now we got a Mungus here. I'm going to start speeding this up a little bit. A Mungus has Regenerator, and it was used in OU a lot on rain teams exceptionally, as well as some sun teams and sand teams, mainly rain teams. And Mungus used to be NU, then jumped to RU, understandable. But then Mungus would be just Mungus is more like the defensive Breloom. Mungus has, his defenses are not, they're decent, but with his maximum amount of HP, like 424 it gets up to, he can be a very good tank. He can take on hits well. He's also a poison type, and exceptional poison types these kind of days are very good. It's kind of stuff that you need, because poison types are given a huge buff in this generation. So now we got Salamence already stayed, Mega Medicham, understandable, Galvantula, Sticky Webs. Galvantula definitely came here because of the Sticky Webs. If not, Galvantula would still be trapped in RU. Otherwise, Galvantula is just here for the Sticky Webs, that's it. They gave him a new entry hazard which lowers your, it's like Stealth Rock, lowers your speed. And it lowers your speed upon switching, and it just really does the work. So As well as it's a very fast Pokemon. They can hit Thunder. It's got Compound Eyes, makes its accuracy of Thunder much better. As well as sound moves going through the substitute with Bug Buzz. So yeah, Galvantula could definitely be a very good Pokemon in OU. I could see it being an OU. Alakazam was already OU. They're probably talking about Mega as well. Blastoise, Mega Blastoise are definitely talking about, because regular Blastoise is not going to be here, as you can see. Big Cannon, so yup. Mamoswine was already OU. Wobbuffet, definitely Wobbuffet is a punching bag. He counters anything. He can Encore, counter, Mirror Code, and Safeguard. You can't Safeguard, so he can't get status inflicted. Encore is to trap them into the attacking move, and counter or Mirror Code just to keep destroying them. And he's got a crazy high HP. It goes to like 520, somewhere around there, and it is really high. As well as his typing really comes in its handy. And he has Shadow Tag, so you can't switch out. Terrakion was already OU. Ditto, we already understand Ditto. Ditto is just used a lot. Ditto's probably going to drop back down to NU, but Ditto is used a lot. I mean, Ditto was NU for the longest time ever and still be used in any other tier, even Ubers, mainly because of his ability. The Imposter comes in, he copies statuses, he copies boosts, he also copies the typing and the Pokemon itself each and every way. Now, they make him a Choice Scarf usually, yep, Choice Scarfer, and he just comes in on Mega Pokemon. Now that Mega Pokemon are here, he can just come in and take the Mega Evolution, bam, Mega Lucario against the Mega Lucario, Scarf, close combat, dead. It's a very good Pokemon, very good Pokemon. Cofagrigus, I don't know why he's here. I don't know why he's here. I mean, Cofagrigus should probably stay UU. I don't see a reason to him on being OU. I guess you can say that because Ghost Pokemon were given a nerf. They're given a buff in this generation where now they can hit Steel types with neutral damage. And with Scizor being a thing, and this guy walling Scizor, getting rid of his Technician, making it Mummy, I could understand it. He's a great switch-in counter for Scizor. Great switch-in counter. You could even carry Hidden Power Fire rather than Hidden Power Fighting. I've seen people do that, and he's a very powerful Trick Room Sweeper. If anything, the best Trick Room Sweeper out there. So that's understandable. Scolipede got speed boost in this generation, and with that being he is the new Ninjask, and he's a bug Pokemon, purely bug, so Stealth Rock do not damage him that much, only 12%, and he can also attack as much harder than a Ninjask, and you don't even need to go for the Baton Pass. You can just run an all-out physical Scolipede with Life Orb, and bam, just destroy everything, because Scolipede's physical base attack is really high. It's like, pretty sure it's over base 100, so that's a pretty good asset to OU. Suicune, I don't know why they put in Suicune. I guess they decided to put in some random legendary. He really is random. Suicune was bulky enough, but I guess they put in Suicune because Azumarill, because Krookodile is really good. The Calm Minds, Rest Sleep Talk. Krookodile is very, very, very common. I'd see it a lot in UU, and Krookodile really just does the work. They say that Krookodile, who does he switch into? I know that he probably switch into like Scizor. Yeah, he can, two of Suicune's best counters are Scizor along with Genesect, because Scizor with the U-turn, he can't, and you really have to try and burn it, as well as Genesect. Specs Genesect is now a thing, so Bug Buzz, Thunderbolt, very, very, very powerful. Suicune also can be setting up to burn threats. Yep, that is a very good reason, and he can rest off any kind of toxic or T-Wave you want to give him. Get it to +6 and destroy everything. So that is a very good reason why he can be OU. And it's going to be it. That is all the Pokemon that are confirmed done. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave that like down below. Leave your feedback on who you think should be OU and the Pokemon that are done, if they should or should not be OU. Is Smogon weird? Yes. And it's gonna be all. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and until next time guys, I will catch you all later.